Okay, CNT125. Here's a little quick crash course on a network simulator you can use at home. Now, this is for a Windows PC, so just heads up on that one. But on our D2L site, there is a little folder on the content page on Network Simulator. If you download this, this is actually an executable file, but if you download this, save it to your PC, open the file, and it'll have a .exe. It actually has a .zip file extension. Just rename it to .exe. The executable will appear, and you can install this on your Windows PC. Once you do, I'm going to launch it now. You should get a shortcut on your desktop for Packet Tracer. And here is my window for Packet Tracer. This is going to allow you to, let me make this a little larger here so we can see. This is going to allow you to create some networks like you've been doing in lab, but do it at home and practice your config. So I'm going to go down here at the bottom where I see a 2811 router. I'm just going to click and drag it on the screen. I'm going to click and drag another one on the screen. There's two routers like we've been hooking up a lot in lab. I'm going to connect those two. So down here in the bottom, here's the little connections icon. And I'm going to connect with I don't need fiber, but I do need a crossover cable between the two. I indicate the port I'm going to use. I'll say Fast Ethernet 01. Go over to this one, click on it. It'll come up with ports. I'll say Fast Ethernet 01. So those two are connected like we have been doing in lab. I need some switches down here, so I'm going to come down here to where I have my devices, come to where I have switches, and I'll pick a 2960. That's essentially what we have in our lab room. Again, click and place, click and place. Now I'm going to connect the router to the switch. So I'll come to my connections again. This time I just need a copper straight through, so I'll go from the router, Fast Ethernet 00, into the switch, and I'll just pick like port 24 like we have been doing. And I'll do the same thing over here. I'll grab another straight through from this router, Fast Ethernet 00 to the switch, port 24. So now I have the basic network connections that I'm used to having. When I want to configure these, all I need to do is I'll click on the router and it brings up the window of all kinds of options. Here's the physical look of the router. Here's the config of the router, different pieces, but I want the command line interface like I'm used to. So I will open this, I hit the enter key, and now it looks like the router that I'm used to. So I will go through my commands, config T, host name, I'll give it Cisco left or something like that. I'll go to my interface, Fast Ethernet 0/0, put an IP address in, and I should be able to do all the things I'm used to doing. I'll do 192.168.10.1. 255.255.255.0. I'll do a no shutdown on this guy, and I'll see that pop right on. I'm going to repeat for my other interface. I will do 20.1 on this one. And I'll say no shutdown on this guy. I'll exit out. I do need to do my router OSPF2. I will do, on this one I need network. And I need, network area 000. Actually, no, I need network. I'll get it yet. I need my network 192.168.10.0, followed by 000.255, and I need area 0. There we go. Now we got it. Now I'm going to do a 20 network and a 30 network. So I'll do 30 network, and then I'll turn around and do 20 network. Oops, I did them out of order, but that's all right. And I'll do redistribute connected, and then I'm going to do exit. I'll do a show run and double check my interfaces, and I'll double check my OSPF config, and I can do the copy run start on this guy. That is my left router done. I'll come to, and you see I have some links. This link is already up and going. I'll come to the right router over here. And again, there's the physical, there's my config. Now I can come over here and do enable config T, host name on this guy. I'll do Cisco right. And again, I'll do interface, Fast Ethernet 0/0, IP address 192.168. This will be the 30 network. I'll do a no shutdown on this guy. And I'm going to do fast Ethernet 01. This is my WAN link. So this one I need to be 20.2. I'll do a no shutdown on this guy. I should see that come up. I do need my router OSPF2. I need network 192.168.10.0.0.0.0.255 area 0. I'm going to do that for my 20 network and my 30 network. Okay, redistribute connected. Exit, show run. I should see all my basic config in here that I'm used to doing. And again, I'll do a copy run start. So I have both of the routers configured. I have my ports showing blinky green lights already. Actually, if I hover over them, it shows me what my interfaces are. Okay. Now I want to put a node or two in. So I'm going to come down here to where I have end devices. And I'm just going to pick a generic PC and put it out here. Generic PC, put it out here. I'm going to cable these in. So I'm going to go copper straight through on here. Fast Ethernet into, let's do port 1. I'll do the same thing over here. Fast Ethernet into port 1. So I'm going to double click on my Windows machine here, or my machine, and I see this is the physical arrangement. Here's the config of it. I can actually, on this one, plug in my information. Okay. Desktop. If I go to my IP configuration, I can say whether I want to do static or DHCP. I'll do static. 192.168. This was the 10 network, so I'll make him 10.10. That'll look good. 192.168. 10.1 was the gateway. That's good. I'll close that out. I will, get ahead of myself here. Open the command prompt to ipconfig. And I see 10.10, 10.1 looks good. I come over to this guy. This PC over here. This one over here. Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. I'm clicking too quick. I'll come over to the desktop on this guy. ipconfig. 192.168.30.10, because this was the 30 network. 192.168.30.1. That is the config there. I'll pull up the command prompt, ipconfig it. I see 30.10, 30.1, so I'm actually going to try to ping now. 192.168.30.1. There's my gateway. Yay! And then I'm going to try to ping the 10.10, the Windows machine on the other side. It might take a second for the first ping, but it should find it across the network. There it is. It found it across the network, and I should even be able to do a trace RT to 192.168.10.10. And there's the router, and the workstation. Okay? So there, real quickly, is a simulator you can use at home to practice the config we've been doing. You'll be able to do this for the basic routers, basic Cisco router. We don't have, the Viata's not in here, but that's okay. For the lab exams you'll be doing in here, I'm going to be focusing on Cisco router, Cisco switch. So don't panic about the Viata part. You're probably happy about that. And then later on this semester when we learn switches, you're going to be able to do the same thing here. I'll be able to connect into the switch, go to the command line interface and configure the switch with VLANs and things that we'll be doing later. So there's a super quick intro to our simulator. And actually I can come in here and do file save as and save this file. I saved one previously. I'll do sample network 2 here. Sample network 2. And you can come back to this at a later time and continue working on this if you need to build this out. Alright? So there is a simulator you can use at home to do some practice.